Hi again. This video shows how to capture TCP traffic. The only difference to the previous video is it's TCP and we're using IPv6 instead of IPv4. The configuration looks similar to the one before, but instead of UDP we now have TCP. The bind address is the loopback address and the bind port is 7800. That's the only difference to the previous. Actually, I forgot there's one additional change, TCP ping instead of ping with a list of initial hosts starting at ::1 7800. So the tshark expression looks a little bit different. This time instead of UDP we're using TCP. The port range is the same as before. We're piping this to a file, and again we need to capture on the loopback device, and we need to capture the following fields. Data. Let's do this. This is capturing on loopback, piping to temp dump. Let's run the 3 members. You can see that we're now using IPv6 and we're using TCP. We started B, we started C, now let's generate a little bit of traffic and then kill C as before. Once the view changes to AB, let's then leave B and kill A. See, the view was changed. So we leave B and we leave A. We see we captured 388 packets, so let's kill tshark and use parse messages to look at the contents. The only difference here is because this is TCP and TCP, the wire format in JGroups is slightly different. We need to tell parse messages to use TCP. This is this option TCP. So as before, we use -file pointing to temp dump and then -TCP, and we can see that we have the JGroups messages here. Let's go to the top. So we can see the first message is a discovery message. B sends a discovery message via TCP ping to the node running at port 7800. This is a get members request, an initial discovery request. A basically sends a get members response. Then B subsequently sends a join request. We've seen this before. This is the same as, basically the same as with UDP. At this point, we can see that we're sending messages. Down here, B sends messages, and the rest is actually the same as with UDP. Next up, we're going to be using TCP dump.